Well, one of the real innovators on our panel here is Stone Barns, and Jill is with Stone Barns, and you seem to work very grassroots. It's like people come in to Stone Barns and get to see and experience and smell and touch and everything, like what you do. Like, I'm wondering, like, how does that translate into people taking this experience and moving it out into the world? Or does it? Or is it just meant to just be an experience that doesn't have a larger impact in the world?
I think both of those things are true. So we, Stone Barns has a program for general visitors. We sit within 30 miles of 25 million people. So if you want to come there on a weekend and see a farm that's trying to work in harmony with nature and harmony with an ecosystem, you can come kind of look under the hood and see what we're doing. And so for those people, I think really what we're hoping is that they'll come there and have the kind of experience they want to repeat. And they'll start to think about how can they become an active food citizen that supports farming that looks agroecologically sound. But I think equally important is the work that we do with more targeted audiences. And so one of the things that we try to do is create a space for people who have different professional backgrounds and experiences to come together. So a couple examples of that. One is in late December, we had 12 master farmers, so Elliot Coleman, Fred Kirschman, Jack Algier, Cheryl Rogowski, 12 young farmers who are new to industry, a lawnmower manufacturer, a wheelchair manufacturer, and a couple seed companies who produce tools for small scale agriculture come together to think about tool innovations. So they heard from the farmers, what do you need to make your 30-acre farm, your 5-acre farm, run more efficiently? What kind of tools do you need that are more ergonomic for your body? What kind of tools, what's kind of a price point that you can afford to invest in to realize the efficiency that some of these tools would bring? And they came up with a list of 35 tools that farmers would like to have. And they talked about a couple specific projects. One is a small scale tool carrier that will do many, many things in kind of a market garden sized agricultural landscape. And Johnny's is really interested as they see the small scale farming market taking hold and growing and potentially manufacturing some of these tools. So, and we had the lawnmower person and the wheelchair person and the guy who works on chips in the room because they have engineering backgrounds and could bring existing technologies from other places in the world to bear on agriculture. So we're not inventing things from the beginning, but we really like this idea of bringing kind of strange bedfellows together and being very, very open, but also kind of trying to stimulate that conversation. And another place you see that happen at Stone Barns is kind of the farmer-chef-scientist relationship. So we're doing lots of projects that try to stimulate that. And one that's very interesting is there's a young breeder at Cornell University, Mike Mazurek, who is working closely with Dan Barber, who's an inventive, fabulous chef who has a restaurant at our place, and Jack Algier, who's our farmer, to develop seed varieties that perform very, very well in the Hudson Valley and that taste really, really delicious. And so these three guys just get really, really excited about how can they create kind of the sweetest squash you've ever tasted. And I think they all share the end goal that they want to see people develop a pattern of eating that reflects a more ecologically viable agricultural system. So we try to create an environment that different professionals can come together and think about problems and opportunities related to food.